Hello, everybody. So, I just returned from the Tail of the Dragon. We were there for almost a week and we rode the dragon. This was my 10th time, 10th, 11th time riding the dragon. And this time I was doing it on my cruiser. Obviously, as you can see, we are starting from the Deals Gap, which is a place where you can buy souvenirs and stuff. There's a shop there, and across the street there's another shop. So it's a really nice place to buy T-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. There's also a resort close by. I don't think you can see it in the video. It's just behind me, where people stay in that place and they ride the dragon back and forth all day long. Actually, I know some people who just stay in the resort and ride the dragon for almost a week back and forth. So they say it has like 318 curves in like 11 miles or something. But it's a very challenging road to ride for motorcyclists. So obviously, as you can see, we are in a group. My group is just waiting there. So yes, we are ready to go. Let's go, 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 go. Since I'm on a cruiser, I'm going to take it easy. Obviously, you see, I have a GPS in the handlebar. The reason for that is whenever I'm in a mountain road, I like to switch on the GPS because even though I know the way I'm going, the GPS tells me curves that's coming up ahead of me. Sometimes I miss the signs on the side of the road, or maybe they don't even exist most of the times. So, but the GPS tells me exactly what kind of curve is coming up, so I can get ready to take on that curve. Now, another thing is, if you're in the dragon, you need to watch out for people want to go fast. You can see them in the mirror, and they'll be approaching real fast, and they slow down for you. So it's a good courtesy to let them pass, even though it's a double line. In the dragon, people are going to pass you. So be nice to others and let them pass. Don't judge people for what they're doing. Maybe they are over the speed limit or whatever, but what do you care? So move to the side, let them pass, and everybody has a good time. Because some people just pay a lot of money to be in the dragon, just to try the bikes, just to push the limits a little bit, or whatnot. So overall, the dragon itself is a really good experience. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, you need to ride the dragon at least once. The first time I did it, I was in my Versys 650 and I was going back and forth, and I really enjoyed it. Plus the Versys being so nimble, I had really fun on it. But in a cruiser, you want to take it easy, especially if you're doing the first time. Take it really easy and slow. Watch out for sharp curves, hairpin bends. Do not underestimate the dragon. So many people are doing it back and forth. That does not mean that you can also do the same thing as others, because their riding level is obviously different from you. You are better, you are worse, who knows, but whatever it is, do not underestimate and do not buy into peer pressure. If somebody wants to pass, let them pass. If you want to pass somebody, just be nice to them and they will let you go. I've never seen somebody trying to keep you behind, especially knowing that you want to push it hard. See, that guy who just passed me, actually I waved him by. You do not see my left hand here. Actually, I waved him by. Obviously, he's in an R1. He wants to ride fast. Other than that, just the scenery is really beautiful in the dragon. As you can see, it's very shady in the daytime, and on a beautiful day like the day I was riding, you will get caught in looking at the sceneries. So try not to do that, because the moment you fixate on a road like dragon, you are going to get into trouble. I have seen a lot of people go across the yellow line. Even I did it once in my Versys. I got fixated on something in the road, and I went, and I was about to take a turn, and I oversteered in in car jargon, and I went into the other lane. Obviously, luckily there was no cars coming by, so I was lucky there. Now, here's a nice tip. Instead of fixating on something on the left side of the road, if you're taking a curve, try to fixate on the line you're leaning into. For example, in this turn, I'm going right, so I try to fixate on the white line. So I follow the white line, and I'm taking the left turn. I tend to fixate a little bit close to the yellow line, but not actually on the yellow line, because you want to give some leeway for any cars coming the opposite direction. Other than that, watch out for guys trying to come in the opposite direction. They may overshoot the yellow line. I've seen it happen once or twice to me, and you should be ready for that. Don't assume that they will stay on the line. Some people do underestimate the dragon, and they do stupid things. Now there's also on the dragon, there's also place to pull over if you want others to pass by. It's not many, but there are some places where you can, for example, especially cars, they can't pull over in a road like this. There's no pullover place, but if you proceed a little further, you'll see there are pullover places, and cars, knowing that you're on a motorcycle, you want to ride faster, they will most of the time they will pull over. Now, another thing to watch out in the dragon is there are people taking photos. I saw like 4 of them in the curves. They really do a nice job taking pictures, but do not fixate on them. If you are going to say hi or wave to them, you're going to lose control of your bike. So just look forward and do not fixate on them. But they really take nice pictures, and those pictures come out really well if you are naturally riding a motorcycle. If you're looking at them, it looks very artificial. But if you're just doing your thing and they take really nice pictures, you can always buy it off of I think killboy.com, moonshiners.com. As you pass them, you'll see the name of the company that's taking the picture. Then they do a nice job in that when you come into a turn, they take it right from you start taking the turn all the way till you exit the turn. So you can buy pictures in your various poses. I do have some really nice pictures. Of course, I don't buy it anymore because I have too many of them, obviously, doing it like so many times in the dragon. But if it's the first time you're doing it or the second time, you may want to buy those pictures because they are really high-res pictures. I think they're like 8K pictures, so they really look nice in a smartphone or in your PC or whatnot. Other than that, yeah, obviously you can see on the left side there's some nice scenery coming up, and I'm trying to avoid looking at it. But even if you want to take a look, just steal a glance and start looking at the road ahead. Because in the dragon, people do some stupid things, and they way exceed the speed limit, and before you can, in a blink of an eye, things change. I met a guy on a train I took recently where he was on a wheelchair, and I was just talking to him, and he said he lost his leg in the dragon. What happened was somebody was moving on the side of the road, and the grass clippings were in one of the blind turns, and he just lost control of his bike, and just took him out, and he lost his leg. He just smashed into a tree somewhere, and that was the end of it. His biking career is now over. So it's not worth it. Do not push yourself beyond your limits, especially on a public road, because you do not know what kind of debris you're going to encounter in the next turn. People tend to throw trash, they tend to throw water bottles, grass clippings are a big hazard, and if you're in the fall time, obviously leaves falling in the ground are a very big hazard, because leaves are worse than snow. It's so slippery. So other than that, just enjoy it. Don't just keep all the cautions in your mind, but So be cautious on the road, but don't let it overwhelm you, because obviously you're in the dragon to enjoy the ride. So obviously it will become second nature to you once you do it a couple of times. Obviously you can see this is my 6th or 7th time on a cruiser in the dragon, and the first couple of times I was really flying through the road, but now I don't do it anymore. I am wiser than that now. Of course, the dragon wants you to push it. It will ask you to push your bike faster and faster, but just don't do it unless you are really an expert rider and you know what you're doing and your bike is equipped to do it. Then it's your choice, man. At the end of the day, it's what you want to do. But these are just the tips if you want to be safe on the road, especially on the dragon. So this is again based on my experience, based on what I have seen, what I have encountered. I have not seen wild animals like deer jumping across the road, not in the dragon. Obviously I don't do it in the evening times. The best time to do the dragon is in the mornings. Try to do it for like 7, 8, because by the time you get to 9:30, it starts to get crowded. People start riding the dragon at that time. So if you really want to keep it yourself and with less traffic, do it in the mornings, like 7, even 6:30 will be an awesome time, especially in the summer. It'll be cool and not much traffic. You'll be having a blast. And that's nothing more to say on this clip, so just enjoy the rest of the ride. Hope you get to ride the dragon, man. You should do it, it's really fun. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, man. Bye.